It's your old pal Brian. It's Thursday, February 1st, year of our Lord 2024, and an exquisitely beautiful day. A little less windy than yesterday.
0 volts.
Which makes me happy. I have 6 pads that I use to buff my rig, and they last about 2 hours of buffing. And when that's done, they need to go to the wash. And it's quite nice because after 2 hours of wrestling a DeWalt brushless random orbital buffer, I'm ready to be done. And now that puts us at the middle of the morning,
0 volts.
which makes me happy. I can go fly. Shout outs. Of course, Captain Crunch, who is obviously a masochist and listens to my gibberish. George, it's always a pleasure. Virginia Bareback Boy, thank you for sending me all those great photos and videos and dialogue from Germany. I think you're home by now. Ox will never hear this. He's got a busy life. Sand Crab, you maniac.
0 volts.
And all the other folks that I might have missed. Allergies are kicking like Jackie Chan, but I snorted some nose med this morning early to hold that at bay. Oh good, the wind's blowing from the northeast. It's not dead calm today. It's always beautiful though when it's dead calm. Hey, they mowed down here. Neighbor's Rockstar bus is busted. They took it in to get some work done on it, and it was dead, and they jump started it, and it killed his
0 volts.
GPS display on his rig. I gave him my condolences, and I also shared with him my observation, very simply, that I used to fly around on the job with Bell Jet Rangers, a helicopter.
Low battery.
And I feel confident, I've said this 1,000 times, that the Jet Rangers were less complicated a machine, a helicopter, than that massive Rockstar bus over there. Holy crap, what a hassle.
12.5 volts.
I mean, it's got heated floors. I don't have heated floors in my rig. But mine didn't cost 800 grand either, so there's that. You get your money's worth a whole lot more when you
Telemetry lost.
buy a trailer over
Telemetry
a Class A Rockstar bus. You look good coming out of them, you do. I mean, yeah, you wave, give a parade wave, and maybe even a golf clap, indicating how amazing you look when you come out of there. But holy crap, man, them things stay in a state of perpetual brokenness. Man, I didn't wear my proper shoes down here. These things need washing anyway. I'm just wade out there in my tennis shoes.
12.5 volts.
So anywho, yeah, I'm all happy because my wife's phone is going to be in today before noon, and I don't remember whether I told you what I did, but I got a little tricky. So she woke up to the orange screen of death. And as such, you really can't see the screen display. It's
11.8 volts.
you can see shadows. but you can't really see the screen. You get in just total darkness and see the shadows a little better. Well, I use my phone to screen mirror on my Amazon TV all the time. And I says, you know what? Her phone has the same OS as mine. What I will do is I'll attempt to screen mirror it. And hell, if it didn't work, love it.
11.7 volts.
Sure enough, it worked a treat, as they say. Yeah, it's blowing back from my right. That'll be cool. When it's time to land, I can land into the wind. It's blowing me to the right. So yeah, I should be able to migrate her phone with no worries. And you say to yourself, you know, it's a phone, but that's not how that works. We are totally dependent upon these things, and thank God she's at the end of trip planning, because she was using the hell out of her phone. In fact, she asked me, you know, what do you think killed it? Yeah, she says, I didn't drop it. I go, yeah, it just wore it out. And we did, you know. So a couple of hours with our friends at Verizon, and I was able to get another phone for her. Somewhere around 1996, 98, Palm 3 came out. That's the Palm Pilot, the Personal Digital Assistant, PDA. And when it came out, I didn't know this. For Christmas, I thought my wife was going to buy me one of the first really crappy
11.5 volts
digital cameras. In fact, that was what I wanted. In fact, when I opened up the package, I was disappointed to find a Palm Pilot waiting on me rather than a digital phone or digital camera.
4 minutes.
Within about 5 minutes, because I'd been using Casio's PDA that you had to enter everything in by hand. Within 5 minutes, I found the unbelievable value of having that thing. There's a project called Project Gutenberg where they're finding every out-of-print book and digitizing it. It's probably way been done now for years, but they were in the beginnings of it back when I got my Palm. So then there were bootleggers out there digitizing books at their local business, wherever they work. They were smart. They had an auto scanner in their copier. They cut the spine out of the back of the book and they would digitize it. It was great. So not only did I have one book on me as I was doodling around, I would have hundreds, like 300 books. And it was amazing, because in my job, particularly when I'm hiding around out in the woods, I need to have some form of entertainment but besides staring out at the world. And sure enough, the Palm worked perfectly. Additionally, I have my entire law book in it, and the state of Florida's law book, and maps, all in a monochrome, crappy display, but it was amazing. In fact, the display never would calm down, and what I ended up having to do is put a little piece of thin, static tint over it. Ooh, Mr. Waggles, we're getting some gusts here. Don't want to roll this one over. Don't have to. And I have yesterday's dunked camera on here, and it should be working.
2 minutes.
So yeah, I could actually read the Palm out in the woods and not give away my location. So I bought my wife one, or actually every time I'd upgrade myself, I'd give my wife my old one, and she got hooked on it, reading books and having all her contacts. Holy crap. Might have to fly this one around on the water to get it home, so I might just go ahead and bring it in. Let's do a
11.2 volts.
okay, that'll work. A little vector. So yeah, we would be in the late 90s standing in line at the stockyards in Texas, and sure enough, the people would ask us, "What? Do you mind if I ask you what you're doing?" You know, instead of just staring at the line queue. It says, "Well, we're reading," and they go, "Reading? How does that work?" I go, "This is called a personal digital assistant, and as such, I have books. I have a book in here." And they go, "A book?" And I go, "Well, actually, I have 300 books." Landing. Nice. Not bad for
20 seconds.
a goofball. So later on, I'd tell my wife, I said, eventually,
7.
what's going to happen is there's going to be a convergence of this technology, and we'll have cell phones. And eventually we did. We ended up with Palm made a cell phone called the Palm Trio, and it was awful and failed miserably. And that was the end of Palm. They were the first ones in the amazing digital assistant category, and let that market share go to eventually BlackBerry, and that was the end of that, as they say. What a shame. Yeah. But eventually, cell phones would catch up, and you would end up, I think I had the first Motorola Razr, and it was amazing. All my friends who were using an iPhone are like, "Oh, you need to get an iPhone." I go, "Well, you can't open up all your tabs. In an iPhone, you can only do, at the time, one function at a time. I need to be able to use my phone for not just a phone, but I need to surf the web and do a bunch of other stuff." And the Android app Sandbox allowed for such. But yeah, smartphones are amazing, and they are absolutely one of the more important tools in our life. And as such, it's a big deal when you don't have it. As we travel, we'll be using it for everything from train schedules to arrangements that we've made before. And frankly, I'm secretly happy her phone died while we're here and not over there. That puts her with a new fresh phone with a new fresh battery, and that thing will stay charged forever. Basically, it's just an upgrade of what she has. She might have a 21 and this is a 23. The 24 is coming out, but I ain't paying $1,000 for a phone. And frankly, she never uses hers for recreation. So she's not a power user like I am. I use it for video editing and everything else. But yeah, that's I might joke, first world problems, and what my life boils down to these days is worrying about a telephone. But they are amazing. In fact, when we go overseas, if you use it, it's $10 a day. If you don't, they won't charge you. And after $10 a day, it becomes $100 a month. So we're going to spend probably $400 just using cell phones overseas while we're away. But it's supposed to be seamless. Yeah, I'm all happy about that. So that's the world according to me. I might come back out and fly this afternoon. I don't know. I do have one battery charged. I need to take the Beaver up and repeat to myself that it is not a timber, much like I did the Tundra, and not tip stall the damn thing or stall it. I think somewhere pedantic people are saying that there's no such thing as a tip stall, but whatever. All right, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you when I see you.